Hey, what is up, Dragon Ball Nation? It's your boy Joe, DJ Beta, bringing another video in Dokkan. And this time, I'm going to be going over the top 5 TEQ units. Yes, just like last Sunday, I did a top 5, I believe, AGL units. This time, I'm going to be doing the top 5 TEQ units you must have on your team if you have God Tanks. And as always, I'm not going to include the leader God Tanks in my list because to me, he obviously is a for sure number 1 in this list. So I will not be going about using the God Tanks as the number 1 because we all know he's just a beast. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this list. I'm gonna be doing this list as far as how valuable they are on your team, whether they're a good support unit, they deal damage, that kind of stuff. I don't really want to go too heavy into like oh, he's just the best unit, yeah, the best one overall. No, I'm not gonna be doing that because I don't want to do that because that's, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of good cards, You can easily kind of replace any card that I have in my list with anyone that you want because honestly, that's how it's gonna be. So yeah, this list is composed of how viable they will do on their respected team. So let's say I have a card in here and he might not be the hardest hitter, or he might not be like just the greatest unit to have on that respected team, but he fits in that team for a purpose. Just like when I had, I believe, who was it? Golden Freeze on my list for AGL. Yes, he didn't fit with that team, but he was on that team for a specific purpose, and he served that purpose on his team. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. At number 5, we actually have a two-way tie for number 5 because it could either go both ways for these characters. It depends on what event you're doing and which one you need this character for. So these two characters can interchange out depending on the event you're using them for, but they both serve a great purpose. Alright, number 5, Enigmatic Power Wiese. It's a technique Wiese. He's a really good support unit. Really good. Causes supreme damage. And he lowers the attack with his super. Great that he can do that. Passive skill is high chance of stunning the attacked enemy. So he's a stunner, obviously, a high chance. So it's just gonna be for that one turn, just that one enemy. Boom, he's attacked. He won't be able to attack you because he's stunned. But mainly, I named him just because of the fact that his super attack lowers attack. Now with the with technique cards, they really don't have a tank. Besides like LR Goku, that's the only kind of tank that they have right now until Golden Frieza comes out. But as of right now, they do not have a tank on their team. And so anything that kind of help you lower the attack is going to be greatly needed. So if you're doing like the Buhan event and you want to try to bring your technique team, bring Wiese. He's a good character to have because he lowers that attack and he's actually going to be really great on that team. His link skills are Godly Power, Shocking Speed, Concierge, and Gentleman. He really doesn't link up too well with the Mono Tech team, but honestly, you're not using him for his links. You're actually just using him just so you can try to get out that super off. He's not going to be like a support unit like supporting with Ki, but he will support with lowering the attack. And his chance to stun is a 40% chance to stun. And it's just on one particular enemy. So that's pretty good. He causes spring damage. So he's going to hit fairly hard, but not crazy. He's not going to hit crazy hard. Like some of these other units are going to hit crazy hard. Alright. And like I said, I had a two-way tie for number 5. So the other number 5 character is Raging Dash Majin Buu South Supreme Kai. The reason I brought him, or the reason I'm telling you about him, because he's actually a really good unit to have because super attack causes supreme damage and greatly lowers defense. Now, depending on like if you're doing a Broly event, you're going to want this character because he greatly lowers that defense. He's going to knock that buff off and you're good to go. if you're using a tech team and you don't have Guldo, the broken card in the game. But he's going to be really great because obviously this technique teams are made to deal damage. That's what they're made to. I haven't seen like many techs or many tanks on this technique team. They're made to deal damage, and that's what they're going to do. So if you can greatly lower that defense, he's going to make Go tanks hit extremely hard, just because of the fact that their barrier is like broken some. So he's going to make them hit hard. Passive skill, it's easy to maintain. He's kind of self-sufficient in his passive skill. It's ki +2 and attack +70% when HP is 99% or below. That's easily done with the mono tech team. Because like I said, you're not going to have really a tank. I mean, you take one little damage, boom, passive activated. You're good to go. His link skills are Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Berserker, Big Bag Bosses, Infinite Regeneration, Wall Stand, and Fierce Battle. So, he will not link up with this team besides Fierce Battle. Because many of these units on this team are going to have Fierce Battle. And he will link up fairly well just because of the fact that Fierce Battle. So, they will get an attack boost from him, and he will give an attack boost also. The only thing kind of bad about him, I just found this out, is his 12 key multiplier is 135%, where normal, like Wiese's 12 key multiplier was 140%. So he's going to hit a little bit harder because that 40%, or he's going to seem like he's going to hit harder, but at least he has an attack boost, that 70% attack boost, so that's going to be good. But yeah, this card's a really good card because of the fact that, like I said, he greatly lowers defense. So, like I said, depending on the event you would take, depending on the event, it's who you would take, whether Wiese or Majin Buu. It's just kind of up in the air. That's kind of like a dealer's choice of who you want to take. So, going to our number 4, if I can find them. Alright, number 4, Power to Decimate Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He's a good unit to have because he is actually going to hit really hard. He actually hits really hard on this team. Really hard. I think mine's at Super Tech 1, and I've seen him hit up to 200,000 easily. Super Tech causes supreme damage to the enemy. No gimmicks with this character. Not many heroes have gimmicks, besides like lowering attack maybe. But passive skill is attack +70% at the start of the turn. He's going to be really good. 12 key multiplier is 140%, so he's going to hit really hard on this team. Links are Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Vegeta Family, Prodigies, Limit Breaking Form, and Fierce Battle. So, if you actually have him linked up with Gotenks, he's going to make them hit really hard because of the fact that the Limit Breaking Form and Fierce Battle are both activated. Limit Breaking Form is attack +2000 when Super Attack is launched. Limit Breaking Form is usually just for all the Super Saiyan 3s. So, yeah, he's going to make them hit hard. He's actually going to be a really good kind of support/damage unit just because of the fact that how he is. And he is a fantastic card. If you want someone to do some damage, this is the card that you would actually want to have to do damage. Okay, and our number 3 spot. I didn't know if I should put him number 3, number 2. I kind of went back and forth, but I decided to put him at number 3. It's Fury's Attack Super Saiyan Bardock. This card is simply amazing on a tech team. Amazing. amazing. Causes supreme damage and seals the super. So, he's going to seal that super. And he's normally going to get his super attack off. For one reason and one reason alone. He changes strength key to technique key and attack +20% for his passive. So this unit's going to be a fantastic unit to run. He's not really there to do damage. He is honestly there just to change key and seal the super. That is why Bardock is on this team. That's why he is so valuable to this team, because of those two things. And because he is best friends with my number 2 card. And if you know who he is, then you already know what I'm about to get into. He is best friends with the number 2 card. Number 2 card is going to be Everlasting Legend Super Saiyan Goku. Yes, it's the LR Goku. I don't have him at the current time I'm recording this. I should have him in about a week. I'm almost there. I'm halfway done with his medals. But every time I use this card, it's an amazing card, man. It's an amazing card. Causes colossal damage to an enemy. That's at 12 key. At 18 key, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Allies attack plus 30% for 1 turn. So he's going to make everyone hit a little bit harder once he gets the 18 key super off. It's 18 or above, I believe. Yeah, 18 or above. 18 and 24 is what you get. Passive skill, attack plus 10,000 and defense plus 3,000 when facing only one enemy. Now, it's kind of lackluster that a passive skill that when facing only one enemy. I wish it would have been flat out, attack plus 10,000, defense plus, 5,000, 3,000, just flat out. But it is what it is. I mean, facing one enemy, you do that a lot during the boss event, so that's really not a main issue, honestly. Link skills. He links terrific with Bardock. They share so many links like the Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, First Awakened, and Family Ties. They share 4 links together. So, and the fact that Bardock can change Strength Key to Technique Key is fantastic because he's going to help Goku get off his super, and he's going to do some major damage, major damage. And as I told you, Goku has 2 supers, one at 12 key and then one at 18 key. And the 18 key is going to make him do a lot more damage. His 12 key multiplier is 200%. So he's going to hit hellish hard. That's why he's an LR card. That's why you have to grind to get him, because he is actually that great of a card to have on your team. Especially whenever you have your I can't even think of the word. Especially when you have everything linked up right, he is going to be fantastic. He's going to be a little bit of a tank too, which is great. When you have a super tech at 20, the multiplier, I believe, is 350%. I believe. I have to double check that. I want to say it's like 350, 370. I have to check it. But yeah, so yeah, this unit is a fantastic unit to have. If you're able to grind for this character, I highly suggest that you grind for this character because he will be fantastic on your team. Even if you don't have the team cost for him, you can easily build a low-cost team kind of around him and God Tanks. That's kind of, manipulate your team in order to feed him and God Tanks at the same time. There's all kind of units that you can run on the team that'll do just fine. So you're like, okay, LR Goku's number 2. Who could be number 1? Who could be number 1 that's just that great of a card that you put LR Goku number 2? Well, I put this card number 1 for a reason. And that's because he is one of the best support cards in the game in my eyes. He helps the team. He helps your team out so much with attacking power. And on a technique team, that's all you're about. All you're about is attacking. And so you want as much power as you can get. And this unit is the perfect unit for it. And that's why he's on a tech team. And that's why he's my number 1. Because he's a great support unit. And that is True Value of the Portara Vegeta. Yes. The base form technique Vegeta is my number 1. Excuse me. Super Tech causes supreme damage. Allies attack plus 25% for 1 turn. Passive skill, attack and defense plus 30,000 or plus 30% for all allies. I'm sorry, did I say Super Tech? Super Tech supreme damage. Allies attack plus 25%. I didn't know if I said 25% or 25,000, but it's 25% for 1 turn. Attack and defense for his passive is 30% for all allies. So, essentially, when he gets his super off, he is going to help you hit 55% harder. He's giving you a 55% buff on top of what you already have. On top of that 30% buff for Go Tanks. And on top of that another 30% buff with the friend Go Tanks. So you're seeing that 60% buff. Or I'm sorry, 70%. They get 70%. Excuse me. 70% attack. So that's 140% plus 55%. So you're looking at 190% attack. When it's just activated like it should be. And he is Go Tank's best friend. He is his best friend. Link skills. Saiyan Warrior Race. Saiyan Lineage. Prepare for battle. Power bestowed by God. Fuse Fighter. Supreme Power. And Fierce Battle. So, off the bat, they share, as far as key link, they share the Fuse Fighter, which is 2 key. So, it's not going to really hurt Go Tanks too much to get him 2 key. Unless he gets extra key on the field, then it's going to hurt him. But when you get that 11 key, when I've had my Gotenks linked up with Vegito, Gotenks, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and get my Vegito super off with all those links activated, my Gotenks he has hit for 1.3 million, just flat out an attack, and that is an amazing attack to have, man. He is a dope. This Vegeto's a dope card just because of what he can do and what he can provide for that team. His 12 key multiplier is 145%, so it's already up there. He is already doing that. So, yeah, this card is just, it's an amazing card to have, man. I highly suggest if you don't have this card, then the next go around the Technique banner, please try to pull on this, man. Pull on the Technique banner, because if you can get him, he will be, like I said, he's going to be one of the best units that you can have for this team because of the fact that of what he can do and how much he can actually help your team out. Just with his sheer passive boost and his attack boost. He's gonna make your team better. And the 30% applies to himself also. So he's gonna make himself hit a little bit harder and tank a little bit more because of that 30% boost for allies. So if you actually have him linked up with LR Goku actually will tank a little bit more than normal. So yeah, that's my top 5 list. Please, if you have any other cards that you think should be on this list, let me know down in the comments below. If you think if you feel I'm missing a certain card off this list, let me know. This list is for global only. It does not count JP, and it does not count future cards. So that's why there's no future cards in there that I'm talking about. It's all on the game right now as I am speaking. So yeah, if you have any problems with this list, do you think this list is great, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if you think this list is pretty much on point, or do you think it should be changed up any? If you do, let me know. And as always, man, I'll talk to y'all later. Alright, out of here. So y'all please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Alright, peace.